Peter, are you happy enough with that tonight? Or obviously 3 points, first home game of the season, you have to be happy.
Oh, yeah, happy with the 3 points and the reaction to going one down. But I think that, there's plenty of things we need to work on. We're still only just getting together and developing as a side. But we've also got to give credit to Cove. I think they had a reaction after last week. I don't think they performed very well last week, but they came here and I thought they were excellent. Posed us a few problems. So in that we had to change a few things. And the positive thing from us is that when we changed it, our players did a lot better, against the shape of Cove. And I thought the second half we were absolutely outstanding. We were unfortunate to concede, but that came from our own mistake in midfield. And then the reaction from our players to go and score 2 goals, after we'd made a couple of substitutions to bring another little bit of impact on, which was Josh Walker who came on, and the likes of Harry Cochran coming in for the second half. So plenty of positives. We got 3 points, but I think we can be a lot better.
You say, you had to change things. You took a couple of times in that game. Yeah. You changed the formation and then he's bringing on the subs. So you moved Mikey. You switched sides for him at some points as well. Was that just to deal with Cove?
It was just we felt that at the back they had 1 up front and we had 3 players marking 1. So we adjusted that and it worked out better. I thought Mikey Hewitt was excellent moving to the right side, and then he got his goal as well from that. So that was a good thing, but their midfield causes problems. They overload the midfield with a lot of numbers, and at the start we only had 2 in there, so we managed to change it around slightly, and it worked out a lot better. Albeit Cove had chances. If you're a neutral coming to this game today, I think we had one cleared off the line by Matty Douglas. They hit the bar by Declan Glass. If you see that in the highlights, it'll be absolutely excellent. But from our point of view, we had one cleared off the line as well. I don't know how we didn't score, and then we scored 2. So if you're a neutral, it's probably a good game to watch. But from my point of view, we should be trying to control games a little bit better, and we will do.
You say there, you talked last week about putting bodies on the line, and they did that again today. As you say, Matty clearing one off the line, Jack Bryden again, Michael, they were all just putting bodies on the line again.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. Anything that came into the box, they're getting on the end of it and with their heads and their bodies, putting their bodies in front of shots. But there's also, I think there was a 1v1. Ross Stewart came out and smothered the ball and did really well and took a few crosses coming in. So if we've got that base, it just gives us that chance to go forward. Hopefully we don't concede many goals, but it gives us a chance to go and score goals. So that's another positive that keeps going. Jack Bryden's got another 90 minutes under his belt. We had Benjamin Luce on today, which was his second game back after being injured, and he was instrumental in the second goal. But I think it was tiring towards the end, because it's like a mini pre-season for those players like Kai Kennedy as well coming back. So we managed to get a lot of minutes under his belt, but he was tiring towards the end. So we just need to get those players, because we've had a few injuries. We need to get them minutes and get them right up to full speed, and then hopefully we'll have some other injuries, the injured players coming back as well.
You said there was one cleared off the line, and at that point you're thinking, where's the goals coming from? But then 2 in 2 minutes.
2 in 2 minutes, absolutely outstanding. I think it was great for us when we scored the first goal with Kieran McKechnie, how hard he worked. We put him in the central striker and he worked really hard and got a reward for his goal. But I think the lift that the players got from the fans, just that that buzz gave us the impetus to then keep going again for the second goal. And then the second goal was absolutely outstanding again. As I said, Benjamin Lucen was really strong, sets the ball back to Josh Walker, who puts an absolutely brilliant ball in, and all Mikey has to do is just put his head on the. But that's not taken away from Mikey's finish. It's a good finish.
Josh, you talked there about Josh obviously coming on off the bench and instrumental in 2 of the goals as well.
Yeah, I've got to say a big well done to Josh Walker, because he was the unfortunate one that missed out today. He was left out, and there could be two reactions you could get from a player that's left out. They could sulk, or they could want to go on and show you what they can do. Josh Walker's come on today and showed me what he can do. So if we've got them options to come off the bench, we've got a chance. We've got a chance, and it's a big well done to him today. 4
points from 2 games. You settle for that so far?
Yep. Disappointed not to get a clean sheet again today. In the manner in which we conceded that first goal, we could be better. We lose the ball in the midfield and we just get caught in that a little bit of a counter-attack. But 4 points is good. 4 points is good. It just depends. It doesn't matter where we are now. It depends on where we are at the end of the season. So there's a long way to go to then.
You talked here about the crowd today as well, getting a lift from the goals, and that's what you want. You want to be building, getting results on the park and getting the people back through the door and building on that.
Yeah, because even any team that's playing in the league is going to go through some difficult periods. It's the fans and the supporters that you need at that time. It's all cliche is that 12th man, and if you've got the fans supporting the team and pushing them, they know they've got that drive. Whereas it can go the other way where supporters can moan and groan about things, and players can feel that, although they might not think it. They can feel that, and it can, you can see players probably drop. But the lift that they got from the first goal, is excellent. So if we can score a load more goals and the fans are all behind us, that's brilliant. But we will have some tough periods as well. So fans need to remember, just get behind the team. We'll see if we can keep building, keep going, and get a little bit of momentum going.
Sets up nicely for Annan next week.
It does. I think Annan have had a good start as well. So good added little bit of spice with myself. Used to be the manager there, and Willie Gibson used to be a player and manager here. Local derby, plenty to look forward to.
At the end of the day, it's another game that you just treat as another game, the next game in line.
It is, but there'll be an added bit of spice, so we're all looking forward to it.